So Sid just said if he gets 10,000 likes, he will do Sid Ka Swayamvar. Vin, put this at the top of the episode, not at the end. And everyone watching, we get like 20,000 views on every episode. You have to like this video.
Everyone watching, like this video. We want to see Sid Ka Swayamvar.
Hey, let's go, baby!
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Having Said That show. I'm Adi here with Jay.
What's up, guys?
And guys, you all know that we have this brand new studio. We've put in so much effort into designing it piece by piece to make sure that our guests are wowed when they come in the first time, you know? And today I thought, who better to get than Bhavya Shah to tell us how sick our studio is. Thank you so much for being here, Bhavya.
I saw that one coming.
One of few. But Bhavya, thank you so much for making the trip, man. And we are so excited for your future. Obviously, all of us saw you on Latent, and none of us could be stoked more. But what we love to do on HST is open with your controversial opinion. Do you think you have one for us?
Taylor Swift better than Coldplay.
Okay.
Not controversial in this
It's not
one.
controversial at all.
Are you talking about like concerts or just in general?
I think musically. I think
Musically,
Taylor Swift
okay.
induces more nostalgia, has a greater number of good songs.
Hot, bro.
I actually don't disagree.
I mean, I think she has more songs, just volume-wise. I would agree with
No,
that.
she
yeah.
doesn't. For sure, she doesn't.
No, like more like number ones and like more of that stuff.
It's like songs that you would vibe with and therefore have a better concert experience because
So
you
true.
relate to more of it.
100%, Bhavya, I'm with you, man. I'm the biggest Taylor Swift fan.
I think as a
Same.
collective, I think Taylor does have more hits, but my favorites of Coldplay trump my favorites of Taylor Swift.
Really?
Like I'd say my
Yeah, same.
Taylor. If you say Taylor Swift and Coldplay, my favorite song out of the both of them would be Yellow. Like for example, and then it would be Love Story, and then it would be Fix You, and then it would, like so on and so
Got it,
forth.
got
Like,
it, got it.
like that kind of stuff. You know?
I think the biggest argument in favor of you is that Taylor Swift's new music is still doing numbers and breaking records, where Coldplay's like newer music
Yeah.
is not doing as well as their
Yeah.
older stuff.
But
at all.
that's
But
just
they've been
product
around
of
for
age,
like, I
man.
mean, guys, they've been around for like.
It's their audience growing up with them. Taylor is obviously appealing to a much wider, more active listening audience.
I think Coldplay's first album was only 3 years before Taylor's first album. It was like 2003 and 2006.
Wow, really? Is that
Really?
Is that
Yeah,
is that
something like that? Yeah.
2006 is when she released her
Yeah,
first
debut
album.
was 2006.
What's her debut album called?
Taylor
Do we
Swift.
know any? Whoa.
Taylor
Whether you
Drops
think
on
it
My Guitar.
induces
Teardrops on My
more
Guitar is the best
nostalgia?
I think for me, like,
What's your favorite Taylor Swift song?
probably Love Story.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
You
It's
Belong
gotta
With
be.
Me, 22.
You're also
okay.
way younger. You're 23, right?
I am, yes.
So I don't even think, because I think we probably heard Coldplay as the last generation to like listen to them properly.
Sure.
You know, and
Yeah,
we're
I feel that.
26.
I feel that. I
Of
feel
course,
that. No,
bro.
definitely.
Their last big album was 2017, which was
Which
like
was the
Him for the Weekend,
yes,
Journey
yes,
of a
yes, yes.
Lifetime.
that would probably be my favorite Coldplay song too.
Yeah.
Him for the Weekend.
Okay. So, okay, I get that.
Yeah.
Did you see the gap in the
Right now, they performed in India and they were doing that. What's the album called? The tour that they did.
Music of the Spheres.
Music of the
Music of the
Spheres. But
Spheres.
I think most people don't know any song from that album.
Yeah.
They all went for like the old classics, like whichever, the Him for the Weekends and the
Yeah.
Paradise or the whatever.
That's
Yeah.
so true. I got a T-shirt that said Alien Radio, but I have no idea what that means.
even I saw one of my friends wearing that.
Yeah,
I have
friend
no idea.
was
Is that a
wearing it
song?
yesterday.
No idea, bro. I
It
didn't
was
get a
just their
T-shirt.
concert series, and then they had all the tour dates on the back.
Okay. I mean, yeah, sure. Why not
Bhavya,
get a
you
concert?
are a fascinating guy, because what I learned while I was doing my research was that you were the 6th best debater in the world
Whoa.
in 2019, right? And you destroyed the Canadian team with a.
All right.
And you were named the funny guy of the group, so it kind of makes sense that you're a comic. You did your bachelor's at Stanford and now about to do your master's at Stanford, which is incredible. You went to school in South Bombay. What's up, one of us? And of course, you just got cast in your first Bollywood movie as a lead. If I'm not wrong, I don't know if that's true.
That's amazing.
And you're a guest on the Having Said That show, man.
Hey, all right, all right, all right.
Bhavya.
Bro, I think you peaked too soon with this though. It's all downhill from here.
That's crazy, bro. That's a hell of a resume, man.
An incredible list of achievements, Bhavya, of course.
Is a Aman versus Bhavya debate on the line? Because Aman is, you don't know this, but he's the seventh best in the world.
Champ. Yeah.
Wait, actually?
Yeah.
No, man, not at all, Bhavya. Don't listen to them.
In this room, he's the seventh
You can't
best.
put me against the sixth best debater in the world, man. No.
But I mean, he beat the Canadian team. Like, okay, sure.
Oh, I'm sorry, you win.
No, but I'm kidding, man, bro. How was that? Like, what was that debate? What is the world debate competition?
So this was the World Schools Debating Championship.
Huh.
In 2019, I was part of the Indian national team. So every country sends a national team to represent them. I was part of Team India. 5 of us on the team, 3 speaking members, 2 non-speaking members. And the way the debate competition works is that you have 8 preliminary rounds, 4 elimination rounds, and the topic for the vast majority of the debates is given an hour before the round starts.
Whoa.
So it could be anything from politics to international relations to economics to feminism to sports and culture to art, anything under the sun. It could even be futuristic technologies where you have to imagine a potential future and consider its pros and cons.
Damn.
The way the side of the motion is assigned to the 2 teams participating in each debate is via coin toss or another random method. So you have no control over the motion, you have no control over which side you're arguing. And also in the hour that is given, you have no access to coaches or the internet or any reference material.
Whoa.
So it's kind of just you and your 4 teammates and the immense preparation that you've put in.
Oh my god.
And then each teammate is probably picking a specific order to go in, right? Like the closing argument, opening argument, and then rebuttals.
Yes, so we have the 3 speaking members of the team. And we do have speaking positions. So I was the second speaker. The first speaker's job is usually to get the bulk of our positive argumentation out there. My job as the second speaker was to balance additional argumentation, rebuilding, recharacterizing our material, along with rebutting what we've already heard out of the other team. And all of this is a very dynamic on-the-spot process. So it helps sharpen your critical thinking and spontaneous speaking. And a third speaker also, another incredible debater. He was responsible for making sure all the loose ends were tied up and we won the debate.
That's crazy. Sounds like the second one is like way harder than the
I would
other
not
two
say
there.
so at all. I, in fact, at many points felt like my first speaker and my third speaker, they're obviously more experienced. That was my first year on the team. It was their second and third years. And I felt like I learned a lot from them. Like speaker rankings aside, they were absolutely wonderful. Both are non-speaking members too. Incredible contributions. These were Manya first, Tejas third, and non-speaking Sharanya and Prithvi. And even though the coaches aren't participating in the debate round itself, their role is invaluable in preparing us. Like these are coaches who were sometimes alums of the Indian team or like former world-class debaters who are flying from Oxford and Harvard and UT Toronto just to Chennai to be with a bunch of like 16, 17, 18-year-old kids to help them prepare for a debate competition.
That's sick, man.
Incredible, man. Are you still friends with your debate team?
Yeah, one of them is actually at my college.
Oh, no.
Oh,
So we get to
sick.
hang out.
Do you think you'd ever be a coach for the debate team if you got a chance to?
I've been invited. I have helped train future teams in some capacity. So helping judge selections and sparring with the new teams, giving them feedback, doing drills with
Okay,
them.
that's sick.
And I think that's kind of sort of how the debate community works.
Yeah, it's all like self-hiring,
Bro,
right?
I'm curious, what was the topic though?
So I'll give you a sampling of them. For example, for the elimination rounds, the octofinals motion was about having adult children versus retirement homes support elderly parents.
Ooh.
The quarterfinal, so like, should people when they grow old, is it better if as a society we house them in old age homes, retirement centers, or if they stay with adult children and are taken care of by them?
Okay.
So this was us versus Bangladesh. We like debated a range of countries like Denmark and Ireland and Pakistan and China and Canada and whatnot.
You know,
Controversial question, but who's the worst country at debating?
I think there are new teams that come in every year. India was probably on the bottom list
Ooh.
until a few years before 2019. I don't think we were considered among the best in the world.
Really?
Like-
I wouldn't have expected that.
Like the first year in which we participated was, I think, 2009 or so. And that is a decade or two after the activity took off in this structure at this scale in the world.
Interesting.
So it's been a significant rise from India being a fledgling to India being among the best.
Nice.
That's a fantastic way to avoid the question that I want to ask.
Politics.
Yeah. So
That's not political.
Who's the worst?
who do you think was the worst? Like for you, like debating, who's like, oh, this is easy. This guy's a dumbass. I got him.
I often felt that way about myself.
Yo, too humble, man. Too humble, bro. Come
No,
on.
sincerely,
Come on,
sincerely, like every
Okay,
single
after you,
team-
second worst.
nice.
you.
Oh,
Hey, no, that's
Well, you know, Bhavya, when we usually have comedians on the show, we do this segment called Judge whoever the comedian is. So Judge Abish, Judge Sapan. Today it's going to be Judge Bhavya. And I think normally we do it because the comedians can make that segment funny. But this time it seems like you're overqualified for that because you've actually been doing the debates for really long. Very excited to get to that segment. But Aman, you have any other questions for Bhavya?
I do have a few questions. So we have to talk about comedy, right? Because that's what you do now. Very bizarre like trajectory from studying like math and like I don't know computer science to now being funny. Usually you guys are not funny.
you guys.
Yeah, you know,
You
all the STEM
guys.
guys in college. You know, I was an arts kid, bro. The STEM guys, no, come on, man. You're
I
not,
love
I'm actually curious. Did you use comedy in your debates?
I did,
you?
yes.
Okay, sick. I mean,
Yeah.
that's probably
That's my first discovery that I could be funny.
Okay,
I think
sick.
for a lot of people, it's like school and being the class clown. That was not the case for me at all. Like the first time.
we've actually had a debate on this show where it's like the class clown or like the funny kid in class or whatever usually doesn't make for a good comedian. It's like smarter people who like can sit down, write a joke, create it. You guys remember that, right?
Yeah.
It's very true. I mean, every comedian we meet, it's like, yeah, sometimes I wasn't really the funniest or loudest kid in school. I just had the ability to kind of make a joke and
Yeah.
draw it out.
I also think like your critical thinking and like because of your role in this debate team also, you're so quick on your feet, which can only help you in comedy. And like that's what we saw on Latent where you were so funny. Obviously your set was amazing that you prepared for. But also when you're interacting with the judges, like that's
That's what sells
that's
you.
what the like thing
Yeah.
is. The
These guys
fun
actually
is.
don't have a chance, man. It's like debater. It's like the so much more pressure there. The comedy show is like nothing, you know. Like
Yeah.
it's like I don't care.
do you feel that way, Bhavya? Do you think comedy is easier than debating?
It's hard to make a direct comparison. Like there are days when I bomb with a new set of jokes in comedy. And there are of course days when you feel like, I've become rusty at debate. I definitely think debate has conditioned me to be the sort of comedian that I am. It helps with quick thinking 100%.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. You know, let's talking about comedy. Like I said, right? You're never like just chilling around campus. You're like, oh, let's have a laugh. Let's go to the math building, right? Like so, it's not.
Where do you go though? Like what do you mean? Like where do you go, bro?
No, my point is that like getting into comedy, very like a big, big step. A lot of people are scared of it, including Aditya, who's always wanted to be a comedian but has never.
Wait, really?
No, I don't want to be a comedian.
I mean,
I
no,
wanted
he's-
to try
Can
a
be.
stand-up set.
You should do it.
I will this year.
What's holding you
Can I
back?
open for you?
He's
like, no,
I gotta see you first, man.
I'll
My guy.
fucking bomb it for you, and then you come out.
My guy. You need to write your first 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'll write
Hey,
it.
that's true.
I'll
That's
come
true.
to you. I'll write it. If you like it, I'll open for you.
For sure.
Yeah, sick. I feel like I'm you and you're somewhere right now.
Yeah, you should reconnect. Adi, what are you doing on Feb 14th?
That's so good. That's such a good summary.
But yeah, let's talk about your comedy journey. Who are your favorite comics?
Like, summer is an obvious answer.
Yeah.
But other than that, I think I'm especially drawn to comedians whose style I can appreciate, but I can't fully decode or emulate. So, for example, Rahul Subramaniam, the way he does crowd works, I find that very, very, very hilarious.
Yeah.
And yet, at this point, I can't quite fully understand how he manages to get that out of the audience. And I can't do that myself yet. Vipul Goel has been an influence for sure. His punchline density, like joke, 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 joke. I feel like I'm also one of those people who enjoys specific performances than artists. That's true of music, that's true of comedy too. I recently watched Nishant Tanwar's Thailand set. It's one of the OG sets. It blew up on YouTube. I feel like it was one of the first ones. Or at least one of the first ones that I discovered back in the day. I watched it recently after many, many years and I found that super, super funny. So yeah, Zakir Khan, the way he tells stories. Can't do that, but truly enjoy his specials.
What was your first gig ever? Where was that?
This was an open mic in a little San Jose brewery.
All right.
Like maybe 3-4 comics watching. The bartender couple who run that brewery. They were like, oh, okay, we have a blind guy here. Wonder what he's up to. Them watching. The host watching. I think I brought like one friend as well. Him watching. And I did a few jokes, of which I got maybe 3 or 4 laughs across 5 minutes, which isn't that much. And I got that on jokes, all of which I've since discarded because I don't think they're particularly good.
Ooh, okay.
Can we hear one?
We laughed though, no worry.
There was this one, like I think my opening was have you ever met a blind person before? Don't worry, if not, neither have I. Have you ever seen a blind person? Something like that. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's something I do want to talk about. You know, like when we watch you on Latent, or like you said at the open mic, you're often introduced as like a blind comic. Is that something you embrace? Is that something you eventually want to not be known as, and you just want to be the comic?
Yes.
Yeah,
Of course.
I want to break out of that. I think it's fine for that to be an association people make with me. It's not something I can fully like just shake off because it's part of my lived experience. It's one of the first things that people will notice about me. But once that is there, I think I want to evolve to a stage where maybe I can use those premises from my experience as a blind person, but the punchline isn't just a simple wordplay on see or look or watch or being blind. There are other aspects of life I'm also interested in, like AI and education, geopolitics and whatnot. And I've begun writing material that explores that, and I'm having success with it.
Nice.
And just like stories
I like that, dude.
about me.
Yeah.
Also, the blind comic famous from Latent is really like, you're not the only one.
Yeah.
There's a second.
What are you guys doing, bro?
And he won also.
What are you guys doing, man? Crazy, bro.
You know that Dr. Doofenshmirtz meme where it's like, if I had a nickel for every time.
Yeah.
It's like,
It's like, it's not a lot, but it's
for the
happened.
time a blind Indian comic did well on Latent,
Yeah.
I would only have 2 nickels, but it's weird, it happened twice.
It's not a lot. That's weird. How it goes, yeah.
Wait, a meme of that sort came out?
No, I don't know about
No.
that.
Someone's gonna make it right now.
Okay.
Yeah. And the other thing I want to talk about you and your comedy is before the show, you said you don't talk about your personal life. What is that like on stage? Because comedy is so intertwined with your personal life.
Oh, on stage I talk about it. Because it's all made up, right?
Okay.
What is
That's
that
what we
selective
believe.
truth?
Yeah, I mean, on stage I can say anything. It can be true. It can be untrue. I can just say, oh, it's all part of the character. Don't think too hard about it.
Didn't Hassan get in trouble for this?
Hassan did.
Yeah.
What?
Because Hassan, I understand why Hassan got in trouble.
Why did he get in trouble?
Because he was like on the Patriot Act and everyone like believed everything he said on that show.
He basically said that someone sent anthrax to his house and almost killed his baby.
Oh,
And it was just
okay. I mean,
Some
that's...
powder that wasn't close to the baby at all.
No,
Okay.
it was
well, so someone did send him powder.
But
Yeah.
he said it was anthrax.
No, he didn't say it was anthrax.
No.
He
Was
said-
it posed as anthrax? Because he wouldn't
No,
have.
no.
He's
known.
like, when I opened it, it flipped and my baby was right there and it fell on them. And I was like, oh my God, let's rush my baby to the hospital.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
did say
How
all
that
that.
happened.
Yeah.
And then they said the powder wasn't anthrax. But in
Probably like
reality, the
Arta or
story,
something.
his baby was sitting like across the room.
Yeah.
And his whole thing,
How do people know this? That the baby's-
because they had like receipts of him messaging people, and the New York Times did this big, not New York Times or the New Yorker
Someone.
did a big expose, and then he did like a 6-minute video where he was like, look man, it's comedy, like people make shit up,
Yeah.
and like the truth of it was true, like I might have like borrowed events and changed out the timeline,
yeah.
but the truth was true. And he says like every comic does it, like Bhavya just said. The problem is that Hassan like cultivated this personality of like facts and the truth.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
the thing he had.
yeah.
So that on his own show, people expected facts and the truth.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess that's not fair
That's
to
on
him
them,
then.
though. That's not on him.
But you get
It's on
both of
typecast,
them.
right?
It's
As
both
like
of them,
the facts guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it? I mean, like comedians nowadays are more truth tellers than anything. You know, they're kind of exposing the world as it is. Like you'll get more of like a raw truth from a comic than you would like a news anchor these days. You know,
More philosophy, yeah, I think that's true.
I mean, do you agree with that, Bhavya?
Have you all watched Bo Burnham's Inside?
Yeah.
Yes.
Insane.
What do you think about, like, do you know if that's true or not? First question.
What are you referring to?
Like Bo Burnham's Inside, for context,
Yeah.
it documents his journey, his difficulties throughout the pandemic with
Oh,
mental health
yeah,
and
yeah.
such.
Yeah.
Do you think that's an accurate representation of his experience, or do you think he made that up as a character?
He was definitely playing a character in some regard, but it was built from truth. Like, and I think
Yeah.
Bo Burnham does that a lot. Where like even in his first 2 specials before Inside, he was constantly playing a character, but then he would do one song that was like ridiculously true and ridiculously raw.
You can't hide that truth, you know, like when he does something that vulnerable and stuff, it doesn't feel like it can come from a place of lying.
So it actually is relatively untrue.
Okay.
Like he then came out and in interviews he has clarified that this is a work of art. And I think that was a moment where it's like, oh, okay. Like it's a question for comedy as a space to figure out in relation to the personas that individual comics build and the genre as a whole to evolve, to figure out how to make it clear when things are just a character versus when things are being said.
Isn't it more fun when you don't know? It's way more fun for me to not know if someone's playing a character. Like
Yeah,
my
and
favorite
not
comedian
care.
is like Norm Macdonald, and I don't know to date if he ever played a character or if it was just him. And I love that. I don't want to know.
I think that's true. I think I probably empathize with that. And yet some comedians like Hassan got in trouble
Yeah.
for that blurriness.
Yeah, which is like, why would you scrutinize it, man? It's like,
Yeah.
it's comedy at the end of
No
the
one,
day.
Yeah,
no one
it's like-
really cared. It was just the New
Yeah.
Yorker made a big deal.
Yeah,
of it.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Why
Hassan
wouldn't
also
they?
told the story about how like a white guy infiltrated his mosque and turned out to be an FBI agent, and apparently like, and then he like said, oh, and this was the white guy, and there was this big like he like pointed out a dude, and it turns out that dude was not the guy who infiltrated his mosque.
But there was someone who did.
He claims that there was, but it was only for one day, and then they sort of clocked on and they told him to leave. But the way he tells the story is that this white guy became like a member of the mosque for like a few years until they realized
okay,
he was
that-
like an FBI agent and stuff. So he did play a little bit, like I'm a fan of his, but he played a bit fast and loose with like
Yeah.
the
Sure,
truth.
that's a bit
I think
fun.
what like Bo Burnham does, right? Like even if you saw before Inside, if you saw Make Happy, at the end of Make Happy, he does that song where he like asks the audience if they're happy or whatever. Right?
Yeah.
And like that is like something that always stuck with me because he very clearly outlines his like issues with being someone who's looked up at, like even when art is dead, right? Where he says like, don't idealize me. And like, he has a whole meltdown about the fact that he's wearing makeup, right? And like nothing is true, not even like how he looks is true right now. So why do people act like these guys are truth sayers? And then that's why like, I don't know if it was Sapan or Ronak who, when we brought up this thing about like, comedians are truth tellers.
That was Sapan.
It was Sapan. He was
Yeah.
like, I hate that because I'm not like I'm just telling
Yeah.
jokes.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
don't look at me for.
Yeah.
Don't look at
Some-
me for news or for
Yeah,
I think
information.
a lot of comics have taken this stance, which is why a lot of the other comics are just like, yo, it's not that serious. Like, we
I'll
just
spoil
wanna
the
make
ending
people
of
laugh.
Samay's show.
Yeah, do it.
Like the ending of Samay's show is basically where he says, guys, all of what I said is not me. this is not me in personal life. This is just a character.
Yeah.
And I think he's echoed that on streams, in conversations. And I think that's something that a lot of comedians are trying to make explicit as being a feature of the art form.
Sure.
Seems like y'all are trying to relate to us. And yes, we're trying to relate back to you and be humans and reflect your everyday experiences. But we aren't always saying true stories or mean what we're saying.
Right.
But it's
So-
a part of you. What you're saying comes from a place where it's a part of you. So to just be like, yo, that's a character, for me feels like you're hiding some part of you that thinks that way.
Yeah, I almost feel like it's a defense mechanism of comedians these days because there's been like such backlash about all this, like, I mean, you know, like canceling and stuff. Like they just want to make sure that, listen, I find these jokes funny, I've written these jokes, but don't take it too seriously because it's not me. So
And
then
I
when they
think
do
that-
get backlash, it's kind of like, I said it wasn't me,
Yeah.
so.
No, in the
can't
case
really-
of Samay, when his comedy style also is like more dark humor, I think, and in the country like India where anything can get picked up and get blown up, I mean, it's, while you may think that, yeah, you're being inauthentic, but he has to save himself also, right? Like, it's
I
really
guess,
like a
I
fair
get it.
defense, bro.
If you're that big in India, you
Yeah.
gotta cover your ass a little bit.
Do you
Yeah, I
think
wouldn't say inauthentic. I just think
whatever the word is, but
But I think it's less about like a legal defense and more about the fact that like I think when you're being so vulnerable on stage and you're telling these stories, people think they know you better than they actually do. And so then you have to sort of draw
Sure.
that line. And I think you do a similar thing with your music where like not every song you've written is like 1,000% what happened to you, right? But like you've taken the liberty to like write out a narrative in your
For sure.
songs, right?
Yeah.
And like
But I would
argue-
say every song, it feels like a part of me, even if it's like a more fucked up part of me that's in
Sure.
that song. It's still a part of me, and then I'm blowing it out of proportion so that there's more people that can like kind of relate to it or whatever.
Sure. But Adi the artist and like Aditya the person are like different people.
Sure.
And I think we face this on a much smaller level on the show, which we've spoken about, which is like all of us on the show are very like,
Played up
yeah,
characters.
like we're characters or caricatures of ourselves.
No, we're just happy versions of ourselves for an hour, and then we're sad. Like in real life, you get sad and angry and stuff, and then you come here and be happy.
Yeah, and we're like, I think it's a lot easier to
yeah, you
be.
just,
Are you not happy? All good?
I think everything's good.
Nah, he's just having album blues, man. Album release blues. You know, it's like.
I think it's also easy for us to sit here for an hour and be like morally sound in a lot of ways, when in reality we probably fuck up a lot more than we actually like
Sure.
let on.
You speak for yourself.
I don't know about you, bro.
Yeah,
but
bro.
I'm with
Yeah,
you.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's what I say.
Me
Anyway,
and Jay are killing it, bro.
I would love to know about your latent experience because, like, I am the biggest India's Got Latent fan ever in the world.
It was like super crazy.
What happens? You have to audition first?
Yeah, you fill out a form and then they tell you and then you come. Like that process is the one a lot of people are trying to figure out in order to get on the show.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have no insights there.
Okay.
It just happens. So once you're on, you like, there is a 5 p.m. show and an 8 p.m. show. What you see on YouTube is the 1 hour final cut.
Yeah.
oh,
There are
I knew it.
I know. Dude, I've seen.
the biggest realization of his
You
life.
went to film
guys,
school, dog. Like,
I've
this is
seen,
like the easiest.
I've seen like half an episode of Latent, and it's the one Bhavya was
Aman
on.
doesn't
so-
like Latent.
It's not that I don't like it. I just haven't watched it as much as I should.
Because you don't like it. It's
No,
fine.
no.
Because
Aman
Please
is
don't-
not a fan
guys,
of
Aman is a level above us, man.
Can we? No. Let's clear things up.
That's not true.
I just have not gotten around to watching it. That's it, man. It's on my list. Okay, I promise.
Okay, so
Okay, you were playing
That's
the,
your defense mechanism now.
you were playing the 8 p.m. or 5 p.m. show.
I was supposed to be on for the 5 p.m. show. They weren't able to get everyone on the lineup because some performances went on longer. So I was pushed to 8 p.m. show.
Got it?
And that kind of sort of gave me a chance to just absorb how the format worked in person, what the dynamics of this panel looked like, and just to feel more in the element by the time it was my turn for the 8 p.m. show. So I was, I think, 5th on the lineup on the 8 p.m. show. And performances happened. Dynamics were changing a little bit. People were sobering down a little bit. The
I had a
jokes were-
question, Bhavya. So do you get to put in your guess for your score right before you go up on stage, or is it something that you have to do before you even know what the panel is?
you know the panel, because people have bought tickets on Book My Show and the
Got it.
panel is there.
No, but you don't know how they are judging people.
Yes,
so
you get to do that before
They start the
the
show.
day starts.
before the day starts. So you don't know how they're gonna
Nope.
judge people.
You don't know their scoring
Wow, that's
mechanism.
pretty
You
cool,
cannot
yeah.
try to anticipate.
Would you have guessed differently had you known?
No.
No, right?
You guess pretty close.
Yeah.
I was off by half a point, not in terms of the final score, but in terms of like, if one single judge had given me half a point less,
Oh.
it would have switched from like a 9.3 to a 9.2, which would have been rounded off to a 9.
Damn.
Fuck
My
that guy
other-
for giving you a 10, huh?
No, and I think Samay at the end also gave you a lower score, thinking that you would have rated yourself lesser to bring the scale down.
I
He
think
did
they
that.
do that often, like to like
Yeah.
adjust.
To
and
adjust, yeah.
Sometimes they get it right, sometimes they don't.
I was just gonna say what shocks me the most actually on Latent is how quickly Samay does the math, huh?
It's a
of the final
calculator,
score.
bro.
He has a calculator.
Yeah, his iPhone's always
you
there.
just like broke.
Are you
just
blind?
Broke a heart.
I've never seen the calculator.
Bro, you're more shocked about that than the fact that they spliced together 2 shows.
He talks about on the show, yeah, man.
No, dude, but in your set, I think the set. While you said,
She's upset, bro. She's like upset right now.
no, while you,
Samay
Ariana
was a
being
math
impressed by the printing engineer.
the printing engine using a calculator. Dude, your set was really funny, but I think what was even funnier about your whole bit was like the roast of that dude, Deepak Kalal. And you just went at him, man. Like any chance you got, you just ripped him. That was, I don't, did you think that you were going to come and do this, or was it just...
He was
you
being
went
a
with it?
dick
He was being a
throughout.
big dick, yeah.
That's why you wanted to just get revenge for all the contestants. That was sweet, very sweet of you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But wait, let him answer, bro. You're just giving him an answer.
He's trying to PR this out of this situation.
No. Like,
Something like that. Though.
Tell us what you
Kalal is
actually
a
thought of
guy.
Deepak Kalal. Come on.
5 p.m. show.
Huh.
Like the first 2 performances that make it to the final episode, both of them were from the 5 p.m. show,
Okay.
where Deepak Kalal was going all out.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god, this is kind of crazy. And the vibe of the room was feeling a little hostile to the increasing intensity of his attacks. I was like, okay, it's fine if I am a bit more responsive. Like, obviously, as a comic, I'm more equipped to handle these sorts of situations.
For sure.
I was like, okay, I'll do my set as is, and we'll do the conversation as is. But if moments arise where he speaks up, then I will offer comebacks without hesitation.
All right, that's fucking badass, dude. I like
And
that.
did you see the altercation that happened at the end? Were you able to be there in
I
the
was
room?
there, yes.
Yeah?
That was at the end of the 8 p.m. show.
That was so weird, by the way. Why? Like,
What was
Yeah, that was damn random.
Very point of that whole thing.
Yeah, I've seen it, but for those at home who haven't,
Yeah, what? Roll the clip. Yeah, no, that's sure.
like, yeah, roll the clip in the room.
Some guy came and he started hating on Deepak Kalal, and he was like, how can you, like, you're just like living off of Samay and you got him to buy you a night at Taj Lands End.
Oh,
And you're renting cars and just flexing on Samay's dime and stuff. I don't even know who this other guy was. I think he's another comedian. And I don't know
He's
why
another
they
one of
had
these Deepak Kalal type of like
Yes.
unhinged creators.
unhinged creators. And they
Yeah.
both get into like a full-blown fight towards the end of this.
Like
no, not a
physical?
fist fight, like a verbal fight.
And it was a real fight. Because Samay also looked a little like
was he a
startled, it
contestant?
felt like.
Oh,
No,
he was a
they
heckler.
both- He was one of their friends only in the comedy space.
Oh,
But just took a shot at this Deepak guy.
that's weird, man.
So he wasn't on stage, he just pulled up.
He came on
Yeah,
stage.
he just
Bhavya,
came
you
on
tell
stage.
us what
So
happened.
my understanding is that there is internet history to the beef between these two people.
It's
So,
always internet history, man.
so like,
Classic beef.
yeah, like, imagine a Kendrick Lamar and a Drake who've only ever beefed via diss tracks, asynchronously, online, and there is still a lot of traction around it. If you can get 2 people with a known rivalry on the internet to fight for the first time in person, I suppose that's content that would appeal to the many people who watch that.
Sure.
Sick.
So I think that was the concept behind that, and
So you think it was premeditated by Samay?
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah, he knew this was going to happen.
Yeah. Like, he's had Puneet Superstar invited on streams, and the exact same sort of fighting starts happening between the two of them.
Oh. So this Puneet is a fighter.
Yeah.
I hate a fighter.
Puneet Superstar is his username?
Is his name.
Dude, I think this is the
Alright.
first time ever Puneet Superstar and Deepak Kalal were compared to Drake and Kendrick Lamar. I just want to put it out there. Like,
Are they those of the comedy world?
Aman, I think it's time we get into.
to judge, I want to talk about Bollywood first. I want to talk about your
Oh,
movie.
right. Which movie are you in?
Yeah.
Nazariya.
Oh.
It's
That's so
coming up in
funny.
a
You're dirty with that, man. And you're playing the lead.
Yes.
What's the story? Can you tell us a little bit?
It's a rom-com.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
at liberty to share too much on the details.
Okay.
But it's a very fun story. It's like
Amazing.
cute and chill, but also intense and deep.
Got it.
So,
I love that.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Who's the director and like production house?
Palash Muchal, he has written and directed and is co-producing this with a few other guys.
Okay.
Apurva Arora, she is a co-actor. Dheeraj Sanap, he's also acting.
Awesome, man.
And then we have a bunch of other lovely people in the cast.
And when does it release?
In a few months.
So you've already shot it.
Yes.
Oh, you
Oh,
shot the movie.
that's
What was your experience
sick,
like
dude.
on set?
It was a lot of fun. Only a couple days ago did I do my final day of shooting for the
Whoa.
movie.
Sick.
Congrats, man.
So the way a film is made is, of course, there's the main period of shooting it, where lots of scenes, lots of hectic stuff going on and everything. And then the director puts the scenes together, they'd work on the editing, and then they figure out the small gaps or the additional scenes that they need to complete the film. And that's called patchwork. So a couple days ago was patchwork. So I got to meet up with my cast and a portion of the crew,
That's sick,
of course
man.
the director.
So Aman, they shoot this over 3 months and then they edit it
Ah,
on
yes,
the timeline.
No, we have no one in this room who's in the film industry. Right? So Aman, we need to tell you that.
But so was any of your like personal experience put into the script after you were cast?
The name of the character
Uh-huh.
is Bhavya,
Ah.
Oh my god.
Great
but it's
coincidence,
a
huh?
character.
Okay.
It's not an autobiography
No.
Yeah.
or taken from my personal life.
Oh, okay.
But at the same time, I think Palash, the writer and director, it's basically his vision. Like the entire film, every scene, he was keen on making sure he got an understanding of who I was as a person in real life, as a blind person, and how things really truly operated. So he met up with me a number of times before shooting it, just so that he could reflect some of those more authentic parts of life
For
in
sure.
the movie.
I love that.
And then-
So how's the experience just shooting like on set? And you know, when you're with so many folks, and obviously if you like as a blind person, how do you shoot? How do you communicate? How does that whole thing work?
So I think there are two elements. The first of me being a newbie to this and being the lead.
Okay.
And the second is me being a blind person and the additional layers of consideration that imposes.
Right.
So on the first, just by virtue of being new, I acknowledged that. And even to my co-actors, whenever I got moments, I was like, even before the shoot, whenever we met up for readings and such, I was like, oh, how do you think you'd approach this? How do you do character work? How do you figure out what accent you do? How do you figure out the beat of your character? What are your methods and exercises? How do you emulate certain expressions or moods? How do you get into that mental state, etc., etc.? Apurva, who is far, far more experienced, she had a lot of useful things to say across all of that. I also picked the brains of assistant directors and be like, how do you think this works? How do you think that will happen? Palash himself is also a very, very nice guy. He believed that I could do this and also believed that he wouldn't need to limit the scope of the movie or the nature of the scenes because of my blindness. So I think even as a blind actor on set, there were things that we had to figure out. For example, getting on mark. It's super important for cinematography that once the cameras are set up, actors do what they need to do in very specific locations. It's possible for me, using my non-visual travel skills, to get to a general area once I kind of map it out. But to get to an exact spot sometimes took us a little bit of work. So sometimes it needed other actors to with my shoulder, gently move me that inch that I needed to in whichever directions, so that I was facing them at an angle where the camera also could get my face. I had to make sure my super long cane wasn't covering my face. And those were all just things that you figure out on set and with good communication with the director, with the crew, and of course with your cast.
That's awesome.
That's amazing.
man.
You know, when you speak with such like clarity of thought.
Yeah.
It's like crazy.
Thank you.
I wish I had that.
No, I think you guys have the exact opposite speaking style.
Yeah.
Because whenever you speak, it's like,
It's like
okay,
you've thought about it.
about it and you're speaking, and it is the complete opposite.
When I speak, like I feel like I'm making it up as I go, but when you speak, it feels like
And
you've
it's
thought about it and spoken, and I feel like you are how I want to be.
Maybe you
know?
should connect her to your
Rihanna's
debate
discovering
coaches.
like things before you
Can definitely
speak,
help you.
like right now before our eyes.
It's crazy.
I can see why you are a good debater. Though.
Yeah.
For sure.
Like you
sure,
speak
man.
with great intent
In-
with your words.
Yeah.
Speak with intent.
And the last thing I want to talk about
That's
before
what
we
you were
get into the
searching
judge
for.
segment is, you said you want to work in AI. I was reading like your interviews and stuff and watching some of your shorts, and I sort of understood that AI played an important role in your education or even in your daily experience, right? Like you just did a short about how you use an AI-based app to see color or understand color, right? And so and you know, when you were talking about why you wanted to do AI, you said there's a lot of like personal reasons for it as well. So, you know, I think AI, especially recently, has gotten this rap of being like this negative sort of evil entity that's going to take over creativity. And I think for someone like you, where AI is inherently useful and you're in a creative field, what is that balance like? And what is it that you want to do in that field in the future?
I think the first thing I need to remind myself of is that even if there is some element of personal excitement about the potential of advancing AI, if I'm working in the field, I need to stay equally cognizant of its risks and challenges. Because it is true that it's probably going to disrupt and transform society in ways that we know as well as ways that we don't. The like far-fetched, hyped up, exaggerated thing of, oh, robots will take over the world, that's actually not as distant as you might think.
What?
So like those existential risks need to be accounted for.
Of course.
More personally though, like as you said, lots of very easy applications of AI. So like maybe a couple years ago, if someone sent an image, I would maybe get a basic, unreliable list of objects that were in it and maybe what text is in it. But super unclear. So I lose out on a portion of the world's information. That is changing now. Like AI is very good at image understanding, video understanding. Like you can imagine a world wherein you have a live AI assistant who for a blind person can just democratize access to visual information in real time.
Amazing.
So all of those things excite me a lot.
Is that the space you see yourself working in?
I don't know if I'll be working on AI applications in assistive technology, where assistive technology refers to things that help blind people or disabled people.
Yeah.
Or if I'll be working in the AI space at the foundational level, so developing the models that power these applications in the first place. I think that's what I'm doing my master's in CS
Got it.
with an AI focus to discover.
That's
I love
exciting,
that.
dude.
Damn,
Best of luck, man.
please don't build
You're
any
so
robots,
impressive.
man.
You are so smart. Bro.
Yeah, it's
Literally,
crazy, bro.
like,
Honestly,
crazy.
man, I'm
Yeah.
gonna be real with you. Fuck you, man. You can't be funny and like
I
a genius,
know.
man.
No, but like seriously though, don't build
Don't
those
worry,
robots.
I am blind.
Yeah, what would you rather have, Amar? Why don't you pick?
Hey, man. I'm sorry, man. Okay, anyway, let's move on to the next segment. As we said, judge segment, and you know, you have to give us a verdict at the end of this all. Okay, so all the power is in your hands.
Thanks to no more diplomacy.
Yeah. No more diplomacy, and our parties for today
Oi.
are drum roll. Anyone wants a drum roll? Sid versus the rest of the cast.
That's insane. For some,
So this
I'm
is a
hearing that.
first. This is a first, Bhavya, where four of us are so in sync with the side that we're on that we have called out our fifth member, Sid, the founder of the show himself.
Yes, sir.
Straight up, Big Daddy.
You know that the last time we did this, it was me versus four of y'all also.
What?
Oh,
Yes,
For what?
it was for the reel that y'all made me do. They tricked me, Bhavya. There's a history
Well, that's
to this.
reverse class action. What is
There's a
that?
history
Just
to this,
suing?
yeah.
Just suing.
They tricked me to do like funny, weird stuff online.
Wait. Hold on. Wait. One second. Don't try and gain his sympathy and lack of knowledge about what you did online. Okay, it was not that bad. We didn't make him like get naked or anything like that.
It's called a prank. Sid.
Literally.
It was just some joshing.
It was joshing.
And we won that case, just so
Yeah.
you remember. But Aman, why don't you go for
So what
opening?
you're saying is you're experienced and you're going to crush this. Sid.
Yeah, I like that positive outlook, man. He was trying to get you to sympathize with him. Buck up.
Honorable Judge, as you have been made aware today, at a very core, this show is a show for entertainment. It is a show for content. It is a show that provides a good time to our audience.
Yes,
The numbers are only stacked against me. All this.
We'll do it for you also.
Yeah.
Whenever you make a good point, we'll do it.
Yeah. You got it. You got on me, bro.
Vin and John, Danny are in the room.
Whoa,
John
that's
and
not
I-
helping your case at all, bro. What the fuck is that?
Anyway, Your Honor, all of us in this room have done things on camera that we're not proud of for the sake of a good video. My friend over here, Jay, went on 5 blind dates and completely made a fool of himself.
That's not true, but
I did a TikTok dance and made a fool of myself.
So true.
Ariana opened her mouth on any episode and made a fool of herself.
honestly,
How rude.
yeah, straight up.
And just like that, our friend Sid here was presented with an opportunity wherein he did not even make a fool of himself. Wherein we offered him the chance to find a life partner, to find love. And it's not like we forced him to do it. We put the power in the hands of the audience.
Audience, man.
We
Straight
told
up.
him, hit this outrageous like goal. And if you do it, we will make this video. And the video in question is called Sid Ka Swayamvar.
A round of applause, Sid Ka Swayamvar.
Amazing first video to hit a million.
Shout out.
So I know you're a frequent enjoyer of the show. But one
That's made him laugh the most.
But one thing you may not be aware of is that our good friend Sid over here loves talking about his plans to get married.
Loves talking about is a bit much.
He does love talking about it.
That's
He
what
loves.
people know him for.
That's
On the
what-
show.
Literally diffusing my entire
Sid,
personality.
the guy wants to get married. Yeah, that's I've heard that before. Like,
2 episodes ago, we said, Sid, what are you excited for in the future? Bro said, I'm excited to get married.
No.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
He talks about arranged marriage a lot.
Judge Bhavya, I would request the
No.
plaintiff to speak the truth.
I'm sorry. You
This
can
is not
present
true.
counter evidence. I have the evidence.
He
Anyway.
said, what's the biggest change that's going to come in your life?
Objection overruled.
Yeah,
hey,
thank you.
you overrule that shit, bro. Damn.
And the point is, Sid has created this character, this personality about someone who wants to get married. So he said, hey man, let's put our most eligible bachelor, the big man Sid. He's 6'4".
Big Daddy. Come on now.
We've
Stats.
heard rumors of how long he is down there.
Hey.
We said he's an eligible bachelor. Let's get him some women, bro. The boys,
That's true.
we cooked
That's
up a
true.
plan. We said we'll find like the 5 best women for Sid.
For him. Yeah,
Sid,
for him.
dude.
Yeah.
And then he can go on these dates with them. We'll get a good video out of it. He might find the love of his life. What a great setup. All good fun. And after all this, after we hit the like goal,
Hit the
after
like
we,
goal, yeah.
we were ready to set everything up, Sid said, no, I refuse.
After
I will
the
not
like
do
goal,
it."
which he
In
agreed
fact,
to as
he
well.
didn't only refuse. He said, the only way I'll do this if we get a big sponsor attached to the video.
Oh, that's true.
So I went looking for the best sponsor for this. I found someone willing to pay us a lot of money that would help, honestly, Sid, pay a lot of our salaries, but that's okay if you don't want to do that.
I don't feel like doing that.
That's
now.
like a team. That's
And
a
I
teamwork kind
came
of thing.
through on my promise of,
You did,
hey,
man.
I found you a big sponsor. Now you got to do the episode. Despite all of this, he is unwilling to do this episode. And that's why he stands on the stand today in front of you, looking for judgment.
He's honestly, he's begging for it, to be honest with you. Not even
Can
looking.
I go now?
Sure, you can.
Generally-
I mean, will you stick to your
Judge,
word?
Generally, opening arguments are a minute. I don't know how they took like 10 minutes, but
10 minutes?
10
that's
minutes.
for you to decide.
Hey, good luck to your lady
What
friends,
court
huh?
of law are you in?
Yes, we all done embarrassing
Amazing.
stuff for the show. Okay, I'll admit it. We've done it. I've done some of them also. I have said embarrassing stories on the show, things that I didn't want to come out, but they have.
Sid, name one.
But
Repeat the
name
story
one.
that you were
And
embarrassed
you
by.
said them.
Yeah, but I said it for the show. Also.
Yeah,
Like,
we
for
all
me
have.
to-
We all
yeah,
have,
you
Sid.
know,
We're on a level playing field with that one.
there is a point where
So sorry.
No, it's fine.
It's okay, Judge.
It's cool. It's cool.
Judge, you have such a great ringtone.
Don't worry about it, bro. Honestly, it's the best ringtone I've heard in my life. So.
What is it saying?
Is that Chinese?
If y'all watched Latent, y'all should know what that is.
Yeah.
What is it?
He has his phone set the like
Oh,
voice
2x or
assistant
something.
4x.
4x.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Judge, what I want to ask the room and
Makes
my
my 2x.
fellow podcasters, what's the purpose? Okay, is the purpose to make a big banging video which will get millions of views? We can do that even if I'm not in it. It can be the Swayamvar for someone else. We have so many famous people coming into the studio. We have comedian friends, we have the likes, and you can do something for them, and that will be an equally good number of views. Also,
Okay.
is the purpose to find me someone? If that's your
Yes.
purpose, then find me someone otherwise. Ariana set me up on a couple of dates. You guys can set me up. That's
Two birds,
okay.
one stone,
I think
baby.
we do. I think we do
But
though. Like, I think
why do
act-
we need to do these things together in this public forum for the whole world to see? Put me in this position just for your vanity.
Well, okay. So.
I'm not done.
Ariana's like, "It's not that serious,
I'll
bro.
take
It's
this
just
one,
serious."
but let me take you little back down into history and tell you what other Swayamvars have happened in India. Okay, there's been a Rakhi Sawant ka Swayamvar. There's been a fucking Rahul Mahajan ka Swayamvar. You cannot put me in those brackets. Come on.
How many
I'm-
views does she get, Ariana? She gets a lot of views online.
Literally,
Yeah, what do you
she's
say
so
about
famous.
Rakhi Sawant, bro? She's an icon.
She's a judge on Latent, bro.
Wait, so Sid, obviously it's
no, my arguments are
oh,
over.
sorry.
I'm
And then the judge
Please
takes
respect
over.
the judge.
Oh, okay.
So, Honorable Judge Bhavya, whatever they want to do this for, the purposes can be met without me going through this entire ordeal. So, why make me go through it? Okay, sure, we can get some money, we can get some like good sponsor, we can get all that, but you can get that otherwise also.
But
And
we
is
can't.
money-
We
is
are
money-
actively not. You know, we are actively like
we can
struggling.
We can do a Swayamvar of Bhavya for all we know, of Judge Bhavya, and you can get.
Wait, don't involve
Sponsor
the
that.
honorable judge into this, okay, please.
It's a hypothetical example.
Okay, well, let's not hypothetical him.
Relax.
Judge, you've heard our opening arguments.
Would you like a rebuttal, or is that?
Do you all want to rebut?
Well,
I mean, you know,
I
You
can
can
ask
ask
him
some probing
questions.
questions. You can ask some questions.
Sure.
Yeah.
Did you consent to this?
Did I consent to what?
Consent to the recording of the footage and the concept of this series?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, he
Yes,
did.
you
No, we have it on
did.
video. We have it on
Episode,
video.
you-
We have it on video.
did.
Yeah, but
We have it on video. We did. He
He's
did.
lying to you.
We have it on video that he did.
Judge, we do it for the camera.
Okay,
we do it
so
like,
far, you have asked me for money and said a lie. All right.
Oh no.
You founded this show.
I did find the show.
Do you
yes.
want it to be successful?
Of course I do.
If this is one avenue to increase its likelihood of success,
Okay.
Yeah.
why would you be opposed to it?
But
That's
the
crazy,
question
bro.
comes success at
Hold on,
what
hold on.
cost?
Don't talk
Like-
back to the judge, huh? That's rude.
At what cost? At the cost of you just having a good time with 5 girls.
Wait, you know what? May I say
Talking
something?
to
Sid?
them.
May I say something? I
Sorry
did.
to cost you so much.
I did an episode like this, and in fact, so did Ariana.
Yeah.
So you know, we've done this, and I can tell you personally, Sid, it's actually not at all as daunting as you think. It's actually quite fun once you get down to it. You get to get drunk, so that's fine. Ariana had a good time.
Yeah.
I would say I had a good time. I think maybe it is nothing more than you not wanting to be the center of a video like this.
Yeah.
And I understand that.
Yeah.
I think it's more fun than you would expect, which is why, combined with the promises that you've already given on camera, to be honest, and you know why you is exactly the reason we left it up to the viewers. The viewers are the reason we're doing this. They've been watching. They want you. They don't want some random guest.
Yeah,
they don't care. Like, who gives a fuck? Like, dude, if we get like a random guest on, like, oh, we're gonna do a, like, we're gonna do a
He's
Swayamvar.
pitching himself.
They don't know. Like, they over the course of the episode, they'll get to know him and they'll get to love him.
Do you
But
care
they have
about your
100.
viewers?
See, the thing is, I don't care about my viewers.
Do you care about what they'd like to see?
They have 100
yes
and.
or no, huh?
Of course I do. But you see, I'll tell you a little bit about me as a person. I'm not it's a little uncomfortable for me to put myself out there in front of so many people. And
Which is why you're struggling and these guys are trying to help.
Thank you.
No. Not on dates. I can happily go on dates and find people.
He knows also Sid is struggling.
It's the publicness, whatever.
So
the
you're on
word is.
140 episodes of HST. How much more public do you want to get, bro?
I'm not dating on 140 episodes, right? I'm just chatting with you guys, and which was you can ask Adi. That was a bit of coming out of my shell for me also. Right?
And now we're trying to push you further.
So you're a
on
superstar.
the ledge.
No, you're a
No, Sid,
Sid,
come on,
you're a
that's
superstar,
not.
genuinely, and we just want the world to see that. And you might be scared to be the center of attention, but we have no doubt that you'll kill it.
Sid,
Do you know that you're actually a fantastic conversationalist?
a date is nothing but having a good conversation with someone.
Yeah, but the date is not my problem. Dude, set me up on 10 dates. I don't mind.
We got a number.
But don't record and put it online. Okay, you know what? Do this thing also, and I'll be more than happy to do it. But I don't want it to be online. That's my bigger.
Now you're just asking us to spend a day for to send you out. What the fuck? Who do you think this is, bro? We have jobs.
But the dates are not my problem. It's the fact that.
But you understand that it's for entertainment. It's not for you to.
real date, bro.
I know that.
Like, you're not actually gonna find a wife, dude.
Yeah.
So you're literally just
Amar
talking to
told me.
5 girls. They
We
can be
don't
random guests for all you care about. And you're handling an interview by yourself.
Yeah, you're a fantastic
You
conversationalist,
never
Sid.
fall
I
in
don't
love
know.
on YouTube, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Alright,
guys.
so we started with y'all will get him the 5 best women, and now
No, as in he's trying to lower the bar of like the nervousness, which I completely
what is your
understand.
incentive here? To help out your dear friend,
No.
an employer?
No, exactly.
To
no.
make
hold
a
on.
really fun
Or
video
you
that
can make
our
fun of
audience
him.
would love.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
based
I
on
think
what
they
we know
deserve
they
it.
love.
After watching 150 episodes of us, they deserve something. Let's be
No, you're
honest.
making all the other episodes that sound shit.
No,
Hey,
but
compared to this one, it will be.
Yeah.
Sid, also like when you, a video like
What
that.
if that something was you replicating a Puneet Superstar sketch?
You want me to
I,
have a
I don't
online
think our
beef with
audience
someone?
knows who Puneet Superstar is.
Yeah. We
But
also
they
don't.
have 140 plus videos of Sid and they know him, they love him. This would be a banging video. I think just on YouTube, not even HST wise, these kinds of videos do really well. And we'd love to see Sid macking on the honeys, dude. Like, come on.
Oh, so the one that you and Ariana did got big sponsors? ?
No, we
And
just
got
thought it
your
would have
life
to
partners ?
Yeah, both
Well, yeah, they
Well,
were. Well, at the time, they were both big sponsored videos, and it did help the show. And
It
yeah.
really helped the show.
Also, Sid, this video will give you an opportunity to just showcase your personality and shine in a way that
Yeah, but okay, why do you assume I want to do that?
because
Because
you're on
you-
camera.
Yeah, I'm showcasing my personality on the episode every week also.
Yeah. So what's the difference?
Yeah.
We'll be cutting, interspersing it with reactions of us. It's not
Yeah,
even like
okay,
you're going to
okay.
share the screen time with anyone else. It's going to be us only.
Sid, every single member of the show has done this video.
No, objectively not. Like you and Adi haven't.
We've
I
done
have
way
never been single.
Yeah.
No, so how can you say they've done this video?
As in every sorry.
every
single
able.
Oh,
okay.
I thought you said every
Yeah,
single
yeah,
person.
No,
even I
might
thought
be,
it was-
might be,
yeah,
might be.
yeah.
That was bad on my part,
Yeah,
guys.
that was.
Yeah. Every
I hope that doesn't hurt.
no. My point being like they did it right. Like it's fun.
It's fun.
It is fun,
So are
Sid.
you assuming I'm single?
Relationship reveal.
GF reveal.
GF reveal.
GF reveal. Show us your wallpaper.
Guys, 1,000 likes, we get Sid's girlfriend on the show.
Okay. No more 1,000 likes I will do this for Sid. Sid will do this. Oh, bro.
So Sid, are you single or not?
I'm not saying it.
Hey, let's go.
As Bhavya said, no comments.
You just made a
You
comment.
I like that. I like that a lot.
But you
actually.
agreed to the deal when you were single,
No, yeah, sure.
right?
Sure.
So I
So
think
if you were ever single again, then we can do this. That's fair.
Is that fair?
bro, he's gonna get married tomorrow.
I have something to say.
Yes.
Is that Sid just said he'd go on 10 dates. He just doesn't want them to be filmed.
Ah.
So
what's
are you
the
single or
truth,
no,
sweetie?
bro?
What's the truth,
Please.
sweetie?
Cut out Ariana's question from this.
Okay, I mean, I have my answers.
Ariana was quiet for this long only to release this banger.
Yeah.
Ariana won, bro.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
won. That's too good.
Crazy.
But I will repeat my point, which is that I would do anything for the show, but
Clearly
The
not.
discomfort, but the discomfort is too much.
Oh, the discomfort is too much.
Arey.
Anything but the discomfort.
Anything that's comfortable, he'll do.
But no, it's too
Amazing,
much.
bro.
What
You
if
know
we
what?
did?
You know what impossible really stands for, right?
I am.
Drop these
possible.
lame tags.
Nah, finish. I want to know, bro. Tell me.
No, Jay,
I
why
am
do you
possible,
run?
bro.
Ask me the question and why do you run?
Oh! Someone didn't see my group chat picture because Nike came out with like the exact
was the
same
exact
ad.
opposite.
Bro,
But anyways,
you're
we're digressing.
actually fat.
But I think Judge
Do you
Bhavya,
believe in pushing yourself out of the comfort zone?
He's a marathon runner, bro.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah.
I'll
What is the comfort zone for you, big dog?
Answer the judge's question.
Running is very, very much my comfort zone. But do I believe
Why
in
are you
pushing
running away from this then?
Because he loves running.
wordplay?
Said you're cooked, huh?
The only
You want
way
to play with
past is
some
through,
hearts,
bro.
they're letting you.
Play with some honeys, man.
Play with
Come
some
on.
hearts.
Yeah.
What if we did a video where it's your GF and 4 random girls and we see if you pick your GF?
Yeah! That's such a good video.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Alleged GF. Sorry, my view.
Yeah.
Hey.
What you said it, bro. How could it be alleged?
You want to call out Ariana's comment?
Bro, he's his own lawyer, man.
I didn't say I am.
You
not.
said you have a
You
girlfriend.
said I'm not single.
I said no.
I'm not single, allegedly.
I said you're assuming I'm single.
But you said I'm not single.
I didn't say that.
Yes, you
said
did.
I didn't say I'm
You
not.
know what they
said
say
I'm not
about
single.
you know what they say about assume,
I
right?
left it in a little
No,
bit.
you didn't.
So do you know what you
Stenographer
are?
has you on
Do you know what's going on in your
I
life?
actually
Yo, Sid, you know what they say about when you assume, right?
Yeah, you
make
make
an
an
ass.
ass of you and me.
Why are you putting out these lame?
Come on now. Don't make an ass of me, bro.
Bhavya, would you be down for a video like this?
Would I be down to viewing a video like this? Yes.
No.
See, and why not?
Wait,
why
he just
not?
said-
Arey, but Bhavya's on a podcast.
You have
Are they
no
bad?
financial stakes in the having sex.
Okay, if from the sponsors of that app, if you do have financial stake, would you be down?
Nah.
See,
Dude, Sid,
Exactly.
if
Sid, you're the bigger man.
Quite literally as
quite
well.
literally, yes, sure.
How you knew?
6'4" was mentioned earlier.
Oh, see this guy, you know.
He is so alert.
okay, dude,
He is
Sid,
so alert.
I'll present a deal to you. Okay? If you do this video, conditionally, I will, after talking to my girlfriend, do the same thing where I go on a date with I blind date 5 women, one of which is Inaya, to see if I'll pick Inaya.
What?
But that's easy because Inaya's voice,
no,
you know.
No, I mean,
Voice modulation.
But dude, that's actually insane. Dude,
really
Aman,
insane.
that's
And we'll curate the
Well, I
questions.
have to get my girlfriend to agree to this.
That's crazy.
and you know what? We'll rig it for you, buddy.
Okay, you know what?
I can
We'll
back
cut that out of the episode when we'll do it for you,
I
buddy.
will do one thing. You had given me a deal. Fair enough. Let me think on this. Let me give you a deal.
Arey, how much you'll think,
No,
yeah?
Bro, you've had 8 months.
Arey, not that way. I'm saying if I do this, what Aman will have to do or what someone else from the studio, from the crew will have to do, let me think on that and get back.
But
I'll
this
make
is
you
an
a deal.
offer we're making you. We don't have to
No,
do
this
this.
offer is not good enough.
Really? This is pretty risky, bro. I would never do this.
Yeah.
I would back myself to pick my girlfriend
It's not as
of-
jarring for him
of
as it
4
is for me.
years.
That's the fact, bro. Like it's an easy for it's easy thing for Ariana to do something like this.
Why?
Like a
Sid,
dating
you
thing
think
or
you have way
Jay to
more
do it.
leverage than you actually do.
You know what? I think I would be able to do it as well. I just would not.
Yeah.
I would be able to do it. I just don't think I'd put myself in Aman's shoes.
I think it'd be a fun video.
It'd be a fun video for sure, but we've already done our videos. It's your turn now.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's with 3 of us.
literally.
I think this would be hilarious.
Okay, so fine. Give your judgment. Like why you're all looking at me now? I'm not gonna say yes or no.
So if whatever he rules, you'll do?
That's the game.
Okay,
Like,
fine. I
can
think
you do
I
one
think-
thing
okay,
that
okay,
actually
sure,
you say
sure,
on the show?
fine.
Can you
If
just do
the-
one thing?
Okay, fine. When I'm single. And now I'm agreeing.
Allegedly.
Now I'm agreeing. Then we
Said when allegedly I'm single.
If and when I'm single, then I'll think about it. Allegedly.
If and when,
If/when I'm single, I'll think about it.
Allegedly.
That's crazy.
Amazing.
So Sid is not doing it because Sid is just like
I'm gonna marry you.
party.
Come on, what would you want from these guys in
I'm a party
exchange?
pooper. It's okay.
No, you're not
Ask for the
party
world,
poopers.
come on.
The poop's
the
very
question?
much still in the
What
body.
would you want in exchange from one of these guys?
Yeah, so then I don't have anything on the top of my head. I'll come up with a deal for them.
Hey, come on, you can't just delay.
No, yeah. I don't know.
This
How he's
isn't
gonna
real law.
I think I know what he would accept.
What?
100% of the sponsor money.
No, are you mad? It's not for the money,
Then
bro.
what's the point of doing it for
Yo,
us?
Sid.
We'll make the ad revenue, bro.
These
Come on.
guys just don't want money.
Yeah,
They
terrible
don't
idea.
give
I
any
want
money.
this video way more than I want that money.
Yeah, honestly, Sid, you
I
can have
don't care about the
80%.
Why am I acting
The rest will
like
go to
I'm
these
a
two.
puppet share?
Sid
We
doesn't
won't
care
take
about
any
money.
of it.
Sid, you get
Salary.
0% of the money. Do the episode.
Just get a salary, bro.
Sid.
I'm fine.
Have you ever bought your parents a nice car?
Oh, hey, you don't get that much money, bro.
We could.
Bhavya.
No?
No.
Okay. If you can get us a good car buying money,
Yes.
Yeah.
Spinny, if you're watching this.
Yo, Spinny, I'm sure you guys have PR people out there, people at your company who watch YouTube.
a good
If you
car
guys
buying
are
money.
watching
A
this-
No,
luxury-
we'll get you a car.
I know, I'm not buying my parents' car on Spinny, bro. Come
You
on.
just want the money from the car.
What do you
No,
mean,
no,
bro?
Wait, do you
buying
want a
them a
car?
car.
Now he wants a car. I feel like he wants a car.
We're getting your parents a Tata Nano and you're spitting in the face of it. That's insane.
That's
I would fit in
crazy.
that car also.
Oh, now you're too
but
good
if-
for the
if you
Nano?
get
Like,
me
what?
A car?
A car buying money, I mean, that kind of sponsorship.
Bro,
But
no,
I'll say something.
this is rubbish,
Sid.
bro. Why is he getting so much out of this?
Aman said this once, and it's so true that every time we set a goal for Sid to
Yeah,
do
you
this
keep
episode,
pushing, you keep
he moves
pushing
the
it.
goalpost.
But if we
And
get
that's
this,
not fair, Sid.
if we
so
get
if you don't want to
this-
do it, we won't do it.
Yeah,
now,
just be a
fuck
man of your word. From now on, just say what you want.
No.
I don't want to do this.
it. This guy-
No, think about it.
he's like, oh, fuck it. Oh, shit.
Oh, you thought this aggressiveness would get me to connect? Yeah, no, one more goal.
It's crazy that he told you to be a man of your word, and now you're gonna go home and the alleged GF will say, "Be a man of your word."
Yeah.
You know what?
It's a beautiful
I have
night.
thing. Maybe you're right.
Looking
Maybe
for
I set a
something
goal,
dumb
and,
to
Yeah.
and you know,
We've
goal
got
has
the
been- and we
goal.
got the goal, and I have not stood by it, and I own that. My problem was, I think the goals we set were, I at the time didn't expect them to be, like, they were very simple goals. For something which is so big, come on, 1,500 likes on a video, oh, it's not some,
It was big at the time.
it's not like a ridiculously
Firstly,
big.
it was
took us weeks to get
5,000
there.
likes.
No,
Okay.
no, it's 1,500.
Just get to the point,
It was
Sid. What do you
5,000, it's not
want?
reached 5,000 yet.
What do you want?
So let me set a goal. Let me set a goal. And I'm going to set a difficult goal because it's a big thing you're asking for.
Sure.
500k subs.
Bro, shut up, bro.
Bro, at that
No one
point,
cares
I
that
don't
much
want this
also.
fucking
Sid.
video. If we're doing that, we don't need your fucking
See,
video, bro.
basically, you've just proven to not be a man of your word. How can you say, "Oh, I didn't expect us to reach the goal, so I'm changing the
No,
goal"?
Yeah,
I'm saying I
Okay,
set a
so
very
if
simple goal.
/when/and if or when you do it, what is a like goal that you'd be comfortable saying like, that's pretty fucking impressive. I'm so down for that.
So is this car thing not a scene anymore?
What the car?
The car money sponsor. That's not a scene.
No,
That's
let's just stick to one goal.
Yeah.
let's do the
let's
car
make a
money
goal.
then.
That's what we were trying to do.
Bro, you should have. And I think it was 2,000 likes.
1,500 likes was too easy a goal.
It was 2,000.
But the
na?
car,
It's a good goal also.
I don't know.
Okay.
Alright.
When I play mode.
How many do you
the
need?
goal?
Do you need 2,000
2,000 what?
likes?
No, that's too easy.
Okay, so give us a like goal, like a
Huh?
actual.
Yeah.
normal-
For which video?
This video.
For
this video.
Can't be outrageous, big
Can
man.
we get Samay on the pod and then you'll do it? And Bhavya can help us.
That's a tough
Sid,
one.
give us.
Okay, 10,000 likes.
Sid, that's a bit.
No, you're asking for a big thing also.
Bro, for
man.
10,000 likes, we're getting shirtless on camera.
So Sid just said if he gets 10,000 likes, he will do Sid Ka Swayamvar. Vin put this at the top of the episode, not at the end. And everyone watching, we get like 20,000 views on every
can't do
episode.
this.
You have to like this video.
can't
Yeah,
do this.
honestly,
Yeah,
honestly, guys, it's buried pretty deep into the episode, so we
Or
need
like
to keep this in the
10K
front.
10K
10K
likes.
likes. Okay, look, we know that this video is gonna get maybe, hopefully, over 10K views, right?
Obviously.
If you guys can just take time out to just hit that like button,
Yeah.
it would be honestly a benefit to Sid, big Sid over here. You know.
My boy Bhavya has way too many followers on Instagram to not get 10k of them to like this vid, bro.
Yeah. Can you do a call for the viewers to like the video, please?
Yep, it's a deal.
Yeah, it's
Go
on
for
his
it.
story, everything, bro.
No, right now, like onto camera.
Everyone watching, like this video. We want to see Sid Ka Swayamvar.
Hey, let's go, baby! All right, let's see what happens, man. I'm very
Set
excited.
the goal very low again.
Very excited. Oh, come on, dude! I will throw up if this
10,000
happens.
is crazy.
Sid,
Man. Yeah.
10,000 is actually insane.
All
That's
of Stanford is
Guys,
gonna like this video.
I'm gonna say one
Yeah.
thing.
You
Guys,
should have
please
done
go-
better homework
please
before
go
you said
unlike,
this.
Do not like.
Unlike?
Unfollow the channel now.
Oh, whoa! First of all, it's unsubscribe. But like, I wouldn't even.
Bro, also we've forgotten our boy works in computer science, bro. the bot farming, huh?
Hey, I have all the analytics. I can see which are the legit likes.
How?
All
You're
of
gonna
them,
go through
bro.
10,000 likes.
This point I would also.
Did you say 10k legit likes? No, Siri.
So if and when and but and so.
Bhavya, thank
if
you
it
for
happens.
getting us to some kind of decision from Sid. I don't
No,
think
this is a
anyone-
decision. This is the judgment. 10k likes on this video, and you are mandated to do this at the
Mandated?
terms
Mandated.
at
Yo,
which
that-
was
That
agreed
was a
upon
scary one.
previously.
That's heavy, bro.
amazing.
Yeah.
Round of applause.
That's heavy. That's heavy. That's heavy.
I was not round of applause. That.
Bhavya, thank you so much for being here. Is there anything you want to let our viewers know? We have a lot of people watching from the US. Can they catch you at any show that you want them to be at specifically?
I think being honest for a moment, the hardest thing for me is going to be once I move back to the US. Unfortunately, as an Indian, education is super important. Have to do my master's in CS, in AI, all of that fun stuff. It'll be a journey for me to adapt to the American comedy scene. I know there's a significant Indian diaspora out there. I would love it if y'all can come out in numbers and just support me the same way so many people have shown me love and
Yo,
support.
for
across
sure,
India.
for sure.
course,
for sure.
man.
100%, man.
Guys, if you're in any city that Bhavya is performing at, make sure you catch him. We're going to link everything of his in the description. Go show him some love. Bhavya, thank you so much for being here. And we'll see you on the next episode of Having Said That Show.
Woohoo.
Freaking late night fuck. Get a good grip, face light up. When you come, feel it on my tongue. But it won't slip, could you be the one? But I don't know. You keep me running, don't stop, we be something.